Thanks for tuning in to the ElkShape Gear channel, where we help you make more informed decisions on your gear purchases. Today, I'm going over the two hip quivers that I've been using for the past year. I've got the Alpha Pack from the Push Archery, as well as the hip quiver from Kifaru. The Alpha Pack from the Push Archery, the hip quiver from Kifaru. Both of them are great hip quivers. Either one will work for you. There's just a couple of differences between the two and a few things that I like and don't like about either of them. To start with, I've got all my stuff packed into the Kifaru. This is the fully kitted out version. You've got your release pocket, you've got a nalgene pocket, and you've got this extra organizer pocket. The way I set this up basically is I have my rangefinder in here, drops in, I can range and put it back away when I need it. I also carry my Allen keys in there. I generally don't use this nalgene pocket for a nalgene bottle, but I will drop my cell phone in there just to have it kind of at the ready for photos and whatnot. This hip quiver just has one giant pouch in it where you stick your arrows. So when you stick them in there, they just kind of flop around. You can set them to where they're kind of back out of the way, and that's usually how I run it. It does have these two tabs to where you can put, if you're out on the range and you have your very favorite arrow, you can put it in this tab so that it's always in the front of your pack. They also do make a divider thing that I do not have, and that would probably be a good upgrade. I would probably get that over a water bottle holder if it were me. The belt that comes with it is nice that when you hook this all together, this doesn't move on the belt. So it's got Velcro in this waistband that once you get it set, it's hooked there. It's not going to move around. It's not going to slide. It's got a nice big buckle, clips in, and then it is Velcro adjust. So depending on how tight or loose you want it, you just undo the Velcro, slide it to your desired tightness on your waist, and put it in. The thing I don't like about it without that divider, and like I said, I've never used the divider, but it's kind of a bit floppy when you just set it on the ground, and your arrows, case in point, may fall out. That was the biggest downside to it. It does have a couple of little D-rings that I hook my rangefinder to on this side, and then my arrow puller on the other side. It does have a thigh clip, and I did like the fact that this is just one strip, and you can run the buckle to wherever you want, whether you want it on the front of your thigh or the back of your thigh, or if you altogether don't want it, you can just pull it out. So that is the hip quiver from Kifaru. Now I'm going to go over the hip quiver from the Push Archery. This, I believe, is called the Alpha Hunting Quiver. So I'm going to show you where I put all my stuff in this one, and as I take it out of the Kifaru. So it's got this pouch here on the front that fits my rangefinder just perfect. Slides in there. I ended up hooking my rangefinder tether to this little strip here, and then it locks in there secure, which I really like. This pack, it has a zipper all the way around that holds everything in, and then when you want to get to something, you just unzip it. You can unzip it all the way to the bottom, and it folds out completely. Has two little drop pouches in the top, here and here, and then one big pouch on the front. And this big pouch is where I keep my Allen keys. I have both a standard and a metric Allen key in there. And then what I ended up doing with these two pouches is I just drop my 2 release aids in here. I always, when I'm out practicing, I always have 2 release aids, and I generally go back and forth, a thumb button and a hinge style. They both drop in there, and then I can grab whichever one I want. The cool thing about this pack is I can have it all the way unzipped and clip into the top here, and that holds the whole pouch system from opening. Generally though, when I'm running this, I zip the sides up to the top so that I can get in and out. But if it didn't have these clips, it would just end up coming all the way open and things could fall out. So they put these clips in here, which are super handy, and they're out of the way. So I can have it zipped up like this, and I can still get at everything in my pack as I need it. They have 2 different options. This is their 4 divider option, which pops in here. Really slick. The other insert they have is a leather insert, which will work for 2-bladed broadheads if you want to put those in there. It also works for just your regular field points. And when you have that in there, you can't fit as many arrows in there, but you can kind of stack them up and they stay in a nice line. This also has a zipper in the top where you can put small items, keys, whatnot in there. The thing I like about the Kifaru that this does not have is this belt just slides back and forth, so the pack will slide back and forth as you hang it up or put it down. Sometimes it's nice. Most of the time I'd like it to just be in one place and stay there. It's also got a nice heavy duty buckle and is Velcro adjust to whatever size you need. This belt though is super stiff, which I really enjoy. It's a stiff belt so it doesn't like collapse down, where the Kifaru one is a much thinner version. Depending on your preference, you may like that. It may conform around you a little bit better, but for some reason, I like that stiffer belt. It kind of holds its shape a little better, and I really enjoy that. The part of that stiffness in this pack keeps your arrows in it, and so it's a little bit smaller of a pack, so you may not be able to get as many arrows in there. But I have less problems when I do put my arrows in there with the arrows falling out when I set it down on the ground or up against something. It kind of just sticks there a little bit better than the Kifaru, where the Kifaru kind of just folds over. This one also has a thigh buckle right here. This one, however, you clip it together and then you have to adjust it from either side. So it's sewn into the pack itself, where the Kifaru goes through these 2 loops here and can be taken off completely if you don't want to use it, or it allows you to have one buckle and you can move that buckle to wherever is most comfortable for you. This one ends up right in between your thighs, so I end up not using it very much, and there's not really enough room to adjust it to bring it all the way to the front. So I would prefer to have this strap, the buckle right here in the front of the pack, whichever side I have it on, whether it's left or right, and that's where the Kifaru kind of shines in that aspect. Thanks for watching. Appreciate your support. These are the quivers. Let me know in the comments which quiver you prefer and why, and we'll catch you on the next one. Hope you have a great adventure.